If you really want to get rid of stubborn belly fat, you need to watch this entire video, especially if you really want to get it off quickly. You got to listen to the last tip because I'm going to show you how hundreds of my patients have lost 7 to 14 pounds in less than 10 days. Hello, I'm Dr. Krystosik, and today I'm going to share with you 6 common foods that look harmless, even healthy, but actually lock in that fat around your belly, visceral fat, the hidden fat around your organs that fuels inflammation and makes it really nearly impossible to burn off the weight, and it triggers chronic disease. And worst of all, it accelerates the aging process, otherwise known as inflammaging. Number one, cow's milk dairy foods. The protein in cow's milk triggers inflammation in most people, and it damages the gut lining and causes people to have delayed food allergies. Cow's milk causes them to tack on pounds, and it triggers digestive disorders and sinus congestion and many other symptoms as well as chronic diseases. And one of the worst dairy foods is on the market that's labeled low fat yogurt. And most people think that's healthy. The label looks healthy and it promotes probiotics for gut health, but 1 cup of the typical yogurt has 20 grams of sugar or more. And plus, it has man made starches like maltodextrin, which, by the way, will raise your blood sugar faster than white table sugar, yet it isn't even labeled as sugar. And you add in that it's got GMO ingredients, that's genetically modified ingredients, and chemical processing. And suddenly, this healthy snack is blocking you from losing that belly fat and triggering a laundry list of symptoms. And that same hidden danger shows up in other foods that most people eat every single day, like processed meats. That's number two. Processed meats like hot dogs and lunch meats, well, they're another booby trap. They contain mechanically separated chicken. Well, that sounds technical and natural, but it's really just leftover scraps pushed through machines. And then they add corn syrup and other fillers. And when sugar and meat are combined, well, you get harmful compounds that damage your body's cells and accelerates the aging process. And on top of that, high heat and chemicals like ammonia are often used in the processing. So, what about foods that are designed and marketed to look healthy? Well, that's number three. It's keto and paleo and Atkins snacks and low carb products. When you walk through the grocery store, you're going to see keto friendly bars and you're going to see these shakes that are loaded with all these packaged man made sugars. And the package screams low carb to make you think that all carbs are bad. My friends, there are good carbs and bad carbs. And I talk about that in a lot of different videos. And then they go ahead and they put in cheap ingredients like protein soy isolates and synthetic fibers that bloat your gut and artificial sweeteners that disrupt your body's biochemistry. And instead of helping you burn fat, these products keep you hoping to lose weight, but in reality, they block you from doing it. And if the bars aren't making you tack on belly fat, well, then there are all kinds of drinks and beverages that are even worse. And that's number four, beverages that are loaded with sugar, including artificial sweeteners. And then, of course, there's fruit juice. Fruit juice may sound good, but they'll put things like 100% vitamin C on the label. But don't be fooled. Most brands are water plus high fructose corn syrup and maybe about 5% real juice. Even pure orange juice or fruit juices have more sugar than soda. And the problem is that fructose in fruit juices actually attacks your liver because it's the only organ that can process fructose. And when the liver gets overworked with fructose at one city, well, the body turns it straight into fat. And that's why juice is just really liquid sugar with a healthy disguise. If you're going to drink fruit juice, my friend, you should drink fresh in limited quantities and drink it slowly and swish it around your mouth. So, to mix it with the enzymes in your mouth to help to digest it. I do drink fresh squeezed fruit juices, but again, you need to drink them slowly and not a whole bunch of it as well. Speaking of sugar in disguise, let's talk about sweeteners. Alcohol sugars like erythritol and other artificial sweeteners. But erythritol is a popular one that is used in, quote, healthy snacks, and it's used in candy as if it's a healthy alternative to cane sugar and honey and coconut sugar, or even dates, which actually is a good sugar. Well, why do they use it? Well, because it's low on the glycemic index and it doesn't raise your blood sugar. But what the companies that make these products, what they don't tell you is that erythritol is linked to heart attacks and strokes. Researchers have discovered that man-made erythritol raises the levels of blood erythritol 1,000 times more than natural foods like watermelons or mushrooms and other foods that have erythritol in it. And finally, as I promised, let's look at one of the most common foods that blocks you from shedding belly fat. If you get rid of this harmful food, my friend, it can help you to drop 7 to 14 pounds of weight in just 10 days or less. And what food is that? Well, it could be any food that you have delayed food sensitivities to. But we sometimes call this delayed food allergies. Or you could have adverse reaction to any food, including healthy foods like whole grains or beans or legumes or nuts, seeds, and even fruits or vegetables. When you eliminate the offending foods within the first couple of weeks, you're going to drop 7 to 14 pounds of what's known as water weight. And after you drop that water weight, your body's going to start to peel off the pounds with this personalized allergy free diet. My patients routinely lose 20, 40, 60, and even 100 pounds or more of weight following a personalized allergy free diet. So there you have it. Number one, cow's milk and dairy products. Number two, processed meats. Number three, low carb snacks. Number four, sugar loaded beverages. Number five, alcohol, sugars. And number six, hidden food allergies. Six foods that quietly block fat loss and keep your belly fat right where it is. Well, if you want real progress that will help you shed those unwanted pounds better than Ozempic because you won't have the risk of unwanted side effects, stick to whole foods, unprocessed foods. Identify your hidden food allergies, get some light exercise every day, follow stress management techniques and mindfulness, and use other lifestyle medicines like supplements and other things you can do to help yourself naturally. And you're going to be able to give your body a chance to finally burn off that stubborn fat and keep it off permanently. Now, to find out more about how to personalize the foods that you eat every day by getting a simple blood test, well, I encourage you to take advantage of my limited time offer for a reduced rate of a 20-minute consultation with me to find out which foods are right for your body and other recommendations to help you shed those unwanted pounds and reclaim your health. Well, I'm Dr. Krystosik, and here's to your health.